Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. I am at Ethel M's Chocolates in Nevada, and this is 3 miles of walking area with all these different holiday lights, and it is absolutely amazing. A lot to cover with the economy and business news, and today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, and I'll cover them in a bit, but let's get a good look at this place. Let me show you everything here. It's very, very cool. Now, there's a lot to cover in business and the economy. And the first thing is MUFG Bank is a bank 99.9% of us haven't heard of because it's a big Japanese bank. This bank has just suffered a cyber attack. And why this is a big deal is that people could not get money out. They could not do any transfers. They could not do any payments. They could not get money out of the ATMs. They could not even get balances for their checking and savings accounts. It completely halted banking transactions. And what the bank noticed was that there was an influx of activity coming into their servers, and it was the beginning of the cyber attack and shut everything down. And Thursday and Friday, Japan Airlines was hit with the same attack, and they were basically halted from making reservations and getting flights on time. And it's been lifted since this time. So everybody says, oh, it's no big deal when this happens, Dan. It's problem solved. But then you go to China right now. We're getting news from the internet and from people emailing me things that China is having problems with their banking system right now. And the banking system is that they cannot get withdrawals out of the banks. There are people waiting in lines. Look in the news. Look online. You can find nothing about this. But what I'm getting is that it's a problem with the financial stability of China right now. And globally, credit is what makes the world go round. And without credit, you don't have a banking system. You don't have, the cash coming out of the ATM, the money to pay your bills, your utilities, everything. This is a huge problem right now. And this will eventually, we'll hear about this with China, after the fact. But you guys have to protect yourself right now. And one thing with all the politics going on in the world right now, your attention is diverted in other areas, and you're not paying attention to this. But make sure you have cash on hand. Make sure you have food in the house. Make sure that if you did not have the ability to get to a store and you could not purchase anything, I'm telling you, when I get stories from people about the last hurricanes in the Carolinas and even in Florida, that they were like, thank God, Dan, I had cash. Thank God I could go out and I could purchase things. Even when the stores did open, the credit card machines did not work. I couldn't use a debit card, and the only thing they would take is cash. So make sure you have this on hand. One thing that we're seeing at the end of the year is a spike in homelessness, and you're seeing a huge spike in Arizona because Arizona is talking about the unaffordability of their housing. Guys, housing's unaffordable everywhere. Rent is not cheap. People that are smart get together and have, different people that they live with, and, save expenses by living with multiple people. But I feel for people that don't have a good job because, they just can't afford it. Now, think about this. Governor Lamont in Connecticut just announced that they're going to raise the minimum wage there to $16.35 an hour, which is very high when you think about it. But again, it's a minimum wage. It is not designed for you to be an adult and live on this. And that's what people freak out about when they hear this. But all it's going to do is make things more expensive to live right now. So we're going to see more and more of that as the new year, continues. I mean, the thing I get a kick about right now is they've cut interest rates, quite a bit, and the 10-year bond is going up right now, even though they've cut interest rates. Mortgages are at a 2-year high right now. Well, how can that be? They just lowered interest rates 3 times this year. Well, didn't they go down? No, they went up. They're almost 7%. 6.85% is what the average mortgage is right now. So, guys, this is, it's economic chaos, the early stages. And there's a lot of people that don't get it, a lot of people that don't understand it, but everything is more expensive. You cannot afford to go out to eat. You cannot afford to buy groceries, fruit, vegetables. It's unbelievable what things cost right now. So you're not the only one that experiences this. It's everybody right now. It's very cool walking through this place. I mean, it's very, very nice. It's decorated. We spoke to a woman that explained this to us. And how about this? One man sets this up and he has a couple of assistants, and that's it. It takes him 2 months to do all the lighting here. And they start in August to get this done. Now, this comes down after this. This is what's wild. They take all this down, and then they change the theme from Christmas to Valentine's Day, which I thought, oh, that's kind of cool that they do this. And the chocolate factory that this is connected to changes from Christmas-themed chocolates to chocolate dipped strawberries, and they sell them hand over fist. So I thought that was kind of neat.
Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. One thing that's very interesting right now is that the Wall Street Journal stepped forward and they said that gold is going to outperform stocks in 2025. Central banks are buying gold at a record pace. You need to contact #1 rated Patriot Gold Group today, 888-330-1431. Goldman Sachs has stepped forward and they said that gold is going to outperform in 2025. They also predicted that gold could hit $3,150 an ounce. You don't want to miss out on this. Call #1 rated Patriot Gold Group today, 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. And again, BRICS nations, China, they're all purchasing gold. Get yourself ready, guys. Get some gold today from #1 rated Patriot Gold Group.
Now there's more to cover. First things first, the EV car debacle is crazy. I'm at a friend's house here in Las Vegas, and one thing that we got a kick out of, in her complex, someone had a Tesla, and the Tesla ran out of power and could not get enough energy out of it to make the car move forward. The hazard lights were on, and the car is left in the middle of the street. So the car is just parked, trying to make it to a parking space, and it's just stuck there. Can't push it, and they're going to have to get a flatbed and lift it up and tow it. But again, doesn't that sound like fun, guys, owning an EV car? Hertz is trying to, quote, purge itself from the EV car business. They right now, think about this. Think about how insane this is. When you rent an EV car, they constantly send you messages on the screen. Hey, John, do you like this car? This car could be yours for $17,134. They are trying to unload the cars, and they have sales pitches to buy this car. Don't you love how this handles? You could buy this car for $16,248. It is nuts, guys. It's absolutely nuts. And again, the desperation. Get us out of this debacle. Get us out of this headache. I have had so many people write me lately and say, yeah, Dan, I love my EV car, but we don't use it to go on trips. We use my wife's car. We borrow cars from a friend. Friends that want to borrow our Tesla, we let them use that. Well, that's great. It is wild. Michael Jordan, famed basketball player. A lot of people like him. He built an estate for $22 million. And very famous state, and outside of the Chicago area, has the big 23 on the front gate. And this guy could not sell it. $12 million price tag, and finally sold it to a man named John Cooper from Nebraska. And Mr. Cooper bought the house for $9.5 million. Isn't that, I got to be honest with you, I was really surprised by this. It's not like it's Anthony Rendon or some idiot in sports. But Michael Jordan, you don't think that somebody would want to buy Michael Jordan's house? I was just floored that it took so long to sell this house. Years, 9 years to sell this house. 9. So, unbelievable. So John Cooper gets to own that guy's house. And crazy. Great study with remote workers. What's the biggest problem being a remote worker? And 20% of them said that their social skills are terrible because they're not interacting with people. Think about this. You may hate your coworkers. You still have to talk and, yeah, okay, whatever. You got to interact with people. And I'm telling you, people wonder why they have a problem meeting people and dating. You don't interact with people. You don't go out and talk to people. You don't socialize. You don't smile. You're not gracious. You don't get yourself dressed up at all. When you're sitting there and you roll out of bed and you take that Zoom call, you don't have pants on, okay? 99% of the time. But you wonder why you can't have, you can't interact, and people say it's all social skills. McDonald's is testing something that you're going to see a lot of. My friend Mike is huge on AI and keeps sending me different things about AI and the AI bots and how you're going to see people lose their job as a result of this. Mortgage industry, done. You guys will not have 99% of the mortgage applications in they say 18 months will be ran by bots to determine if you can afford this house or not. McDonald's is testing its first store that's not going to have any indoor dining. So done. Bye. Thanks for stopping. Get your quarter pounder with cheese. I hate stuff like this because when I order fast food, don't put sauce on it, put extra cheese, do this, roll it, put it under your arm, whatever I ask for. I usually want something different. But the thing that you're seeing more and more of this right now. So kind of crazy, guys. This is where we're at. But hope you guys like this, something a little different for you. And please don't forget to hit the like button. The next email that will be sent out to the big email list will be the winners of the Christmas gifts that we're giving out. And everything will be shipped out right after the new year. And we've decided to do this for theft and for reasons. We're going to buy a specific envelope, and everybody will know what they want in advance so they can look forward to it and they can keep their eyes peeled. Okay? So onward and upward, guys. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And I took 2 days off this year, my birthday and Christmas Day. Okay? So onward and upward, guys. There's so much happening in the New Year's. Please do not forget our private channel, which is iAllegedly Live, and you sign up at iAllegedly.tv. And I'm so happy and so grateful that we've got to do this. But thank you, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for all the kind gifts that you sent and the cards and everything. I truly appreciate it. Onward and upward, guys. 2025 is going to be a great year, and I've got so much content between now and the end of the year for you. It's going to be great. You got a lot of treats coming.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. And lots going to happen in the new year. Very exciting times right now for all of us. And this place is beautiful. This place is really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this.